A baby dies while in his mother's care. Now the father is speaking exclusively to us about the many failures the system dealt baby Zion.
A winner's welcome, Olympic medalist and Georgia native Alana Myers-Taylor comes home tonight and brings home that medal after winning silver at the Winter Olympics.
The search continues for a missing CDC scientist. We now have new information in the mysterious case.
We've all heard about the Me Too movement, but now one girl is talking about what happened to her in middle school.
Tonight, a father says a broken system killed his 4-month-old baby. We reported on the death of Zion Troop back in December when his mother was arrested for manslaughter. And ever since, you've been all over social media talking about how the system failed this child. Well, tonight, exclusively here on the Late Feed, Ryan Kruger spoke with that baby's father about how the system failed.
Vinny, everyone from police to DFACS workers, they all said the same thing, that baby Zion was not safe being with his mother. In fact, today in court, a judge talked about how she had a horrible addiction to heroin. But ultimately, that system designed to keep children safe led to the death of baby Zion.
I actually have a baby picture of me and him, and it looks like the same picture.
In the months leading up to Zion's birth, David really admits he had his doubts. Was he really the father? But once inside the hospital room,
I saw him like he looked just like me. You know, there was like no doubt.
But the smiles of a proud new father faded in just 4 months. And now a mother is charged with her baby's death.
He was mine. And he was failed.
The failure started on the day Zion was born. Back on July 27th, Marietta police were called to Wellstar Kennestone Hospital for reports that Laloni Troop had illegal drugs delivered to her while she was in labor. Arrest warrants show the mother and the baby both tested positive for opiates. Laloni Troop has a rap sheet that goes back more than 15 years, but police say her addiction to heroin ramped up in the months before and after Zion's birth. On November 17th, Troop was found drunk and passed out behind the wheel of a car.
She passed out at a stop sign in an intersection.
To make matters worse, police tell me Zion was in the back seat, his diaper was soiled, and he wasn't even properly buckled in. So DFACS took Zion away from Troop, saying she wasn't capable of caring for the boy. DFACS urged the court to keep the child in the state's custody, but documents show the judge interrupted the caseworker, wouldn't allow her to finish, because the judge felt the family, quote, had it together. Later that same night, Laloni Troop once again was found passed out in her car in a drive-thru. Riley says during the entire time, no one from the state ever contacted him about his son.
Even if they didn't contact me, why not keep them themselves? Isn't that what they're in the business of doing, saving children?
Zion was put in his grandmother's custody, and Laloni Troop was told she couldn't be alone with the boy. But Laloni Troop lives in that same house. On December 1st, just 4.5 months after Zion was born, his mother pulled him out of his crib, fed him a bottle, and then put him down for a nap, face down, shoved up against a pillow. Soon after, Zion was dead. The medical examiner said the cause of death was asphyxia due to unsafe sleep conditions.
And I feel like he was failed, you know, and why, you know, I mean, obviously poor judgment, you know, on every side.
If hindsight's 2020, what do you wish would have happened?
I wish that I would have known about these problems from the beginning, and just like my son that I take care of now, I would have took care of him.
Laloni Troop has since been charged with involuntary manslaughter in Zion's death. She's also been arrested again recently for possession of heroin. At her hearing on Tuesday, her own lawyer pointed out the failures.
The situation could have been maybe taken care of a little bit early, and maybe we could have avoided a lot of this situation.
I mean, it just wasn't right, you know, and you know, it never will be, and there's nothing we could do to bring it back.
A judge told Troop today her heroin addiction is literally ripping her life apart, and until she can kick that habit, she's going to continue to be a danger. Her lawyer says he's trying to get her into a rehab facility while she awaits trial. The judge says he's considering it, but for now, Laloni Troop remains in the Cobb County Jail. Vinny?
All right, thanks so much, Ryan. You know, the danger for this child started before birth and continued until his death. The system failed to protect him. A system which is supposed to consider just 5 words when dealing with cases like this. best interest of the child. Is there anyone who thinks it was in the best interest of this child to be anywhere near his mom? No. Breaking right now. Good news, a warm welcome for Georgia's three-time Olympic medalist Elana Meyers-Taylor. And after traveling all the way from South Korea, she landed here in Atlanta, and that's where Christy Etheridge is at the airport tonight with our hero.
No cart right down.
That's right. We are here with Elana Meyers-Taylor. She literally just walked up to some applause. And guys, I've been coming to this airport my whole life, but I had no idea this downstairs carousel was here, which is where your luggage is. You were actually upstairs with your husband waiting on his luggage upstairs. But how does it feel to be home? You've been flying, both of you, for about a day and a half, 2 days now.
It feels great. You know, it's been a long trip, but I'm so excited to be home and come home and share this medal with Atlanta and Douglasville and all of Georgia.
Oh my gosh. Okay, show that medal to the camera one more time, because that thing is a thing of beauty. Have you had a chance to reflect on the past 2-3 weeks over in Pyeongchang yet? And have you thought about how amazing it's been?
No, I've mostly been sleeping on planes, so I haven't had much time to reflect. But I'm looking forward to really celebrating this medal and taking some time off of training and just enjoying it.
Well, you've been so regimented for the past 4 years. What are you both looking forward to now that you can finally let loose a little bit? What do you want to eat? What do you want to drink? What do you want to do?
So many things. Popeyes, the Palm.
Chick-fil-A, the Palm. Yes.
All the good stuff, right?
All the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you've certainly deserved it. I mean, we all watched you. We all cheered for you. And by only 0.07 of a second, that's incredible. You brought home this silver medal. You've got to be so proud. How do you feel?
Definitely very proud, and it's definitely a culmination of all my fans, my friends, my staff, my coaches, my husband, family, everyone. Their support behind me really allowed us to win this silver medal. It was an amazing experience.
And now I wondered if you were going to be wearing that when you came home. They weren't going to let you check it. I wouldn't let go of that thing.
No, I wouldn't check it for the world. And definitely it's something I want to share, and definitely I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to see it. So.
And last thing before we let you go, you are in the running for Female Athlete of the Games for Team USA. Tell people how they can vote for you.
You can vote at awards.teamusa.org. So we're really competitive, though. There's a lot of great athletes, so it's just an honor to be nominated.
Oh, absolutely. You guys have about 17 more days to vote for her, but I know she is probably very ready to get home after such a long trip. Her bag is still on the carousel. It says Team USA right on it, so we knew she was coming down here. But Vinny, big congratulations to Douglasville native Elana Meyers-Taylor.
Absolutely. We have a link on our website where you can vote for her and give her a congratulations from all of us here. And what a smile. We love it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Christy. All right, folks, if it seems like you hear about a new school threat every day, you're right. There's been a flood of warnings since the Parkland, Florida school shooting. In fact, we've heard about a handful of them just today. Now, most of them are fake, but one of them, as Ron Jones reports, is truly shocking.
Yeah, that's right. And this one comes out of Gwinnett County. School officials say several teenagers were attempting to frame one of their fellow students. It caused not only panic throughout the school district, but for the parents at home.
Why us? Why now?
I think it's asinine.
This was not funny. It was sad. This is not something you need to joke around about.
If it was meant to be a joke, Autumn and her daughter Destiny are hoping investigators consider it criminal.
I couldn't breathe. It was awful.
Everyone was holding their collective breaths Tuesday morning after learning about a possible active shooter plot at Peachtree Ridge High in Lawrenceville.
It was overwhelming.
Officers swarmed the campus after this post allegedly surfaced on social media. It shows a diagram where the killer would trap the students in the cafeteria and gun them down.
After seeing the stuff in Florida, the first thing you can think of is somebody going to do anything.
But law enforcement says it was all a hoax, fabricated by several teens to make it look like another student made the threat. Well, that student has been cleared by investigators, but not the teens who allegedly made it all up.
Why? What is the point? Like, why make everyone go through that?
Well, you know, this isn't over just yet. School officials say 4 of their students are not only facing academic discipline, but possible criminal charges, and officers are looking for anyone else who allegedly helped them with that fake plot.
I'm Natisha Lance with your Speed Feed. Students and colleagues are remembering an Atlanta middle school teacher and her big heart. Katherine Kearns died suddenly on Friday, reportedly after a massive stroke. She taught at Sutton Middle School for 12 years. In a Facebook post, the principal wrote of Kearns' amazing passion for teaching. We have a link to that post on 11alive.com.
You don't laugh. You don't laugh.
We were the first to tell you about this shocking story. Atlanta musician Prentice Robinson streaming his own murder live on Facebook. Tonight, Douglas Colson is being held without bond, accused of pulling the trigger. Investigators aren't saying anything about a motive. Monday's shooting forced Wingate, North Carolina police to lock down a local school and university. And remember this craziness? Customers with tickets to see Black Panther locked out of the movie theater at Stonecrest Mall. We told you we'd keep pushing New Vision Theaters for answers. Well, tonight, the Vice President of Operations tells us the theater's entire computer system was shut down Sunday night, affecting everything from projectors to cash registers. And Benny, he also tells us those angry customers are able to get a refund from the theater.
All right, thanks, Natisha.
It made me feel, I would say worthless and kind of like, I don't know, disposable.
A young girl raped by her classmate, and the stunning way the school handled it, the late feed investigation that will have you shaking your head.
Here we go again. Yet another area of rain is moving in. Some of this could be heavy. I'll pinpoint the areas that could go under a flood watch.
A North Atlanta high school student is one of only 6 people in the world to get a perfect score on this test. We'll tell you how he did it and later.
Bruce Willis is my guest tonight. Plus, we have Retta from NBC's Good Girls and music from Tokyo. It's a great show. Do not change the channel. It's good.